Amidst the bustling streets of Zambia's capital, Lusaka, a silent menace grips street children, clutching small transparent bottles filled with a deadly drug known as sticker.
Pinanka 10, pinanka 5, pinanka 15 kwacha, pinanka 2 kwacha, nkani kwacha.
This is not just a drug. It's a survival lifeline for countless street children, offering treasured solace from cold nights, gnawing hunger, and relentless fear. But behind its deceptive veil of relief lies a haunting truth, a truth of addiction, tragedy, and a nation's call to confront the looming crisis among street children.
Kids get bashed a lot on the street because of the drugs they use.
I mean, the problem is quite huge, and there's need to urgently address it.
My name is Zulu. I am a freelance journalist based in Lusaka, on a mission to investigate a street drug called sticker that is abused among street children in my city. I want to uncover what dangerous substances are contained in sticker and how it ends up in the hands of vulnerable children. Most critically, I aim to explore solutions to save young lives. By shining a light on this issue, I hope to spur action against threats facing street children. The exact number of street children in Zambia remains unknown, with some reports suggesting a figure of 75,000, while others argue that the population has more than doubled. Lusaka is believed to house the highest number of street children. Bare feet, dirty clothes, foul odor, and holding small transparent bottles filled with water-like liquids close to their mouth is a sight that everyone here is quite familiar with of these children. In those small bottles is a drug which they call sticker, and is currently their hot favorite. Like other drugs, it makes them high and it's easily available. Homeless as they are, they run menial errands, beg from motorists, and at the end of the day, whatever little money they make goes into buying sticker. But has anybody asked the obvious questions? What is the composition of this sticker? Where is it coming from? And how does it get down to street children? To find answers to these and many questions, I began my investigation with a series of interactions with street children. The street is totally a different world. It has its own rules and leaders. For me to have access to the children and places where they're found, I had to engage street adults who are the street leaders. Otherwise, going in just like that, it's a security risk, and I would have probably been attacked. I first visited the Underbridge on Church Road, one of the most notorious spots for street children in Lusaka. Almost everyone here had a bottle of sticker in their hands. Sticker transactions were also being made right in my presence too.
Sticker.
No.
Umaitenga kuti sticker.
Magola.
Magola. Magola kuti.
Ali magola.
Yamina magola yako? Magola zingati?
5 kwacha, 2 kwacha, 1 kwacha, 10 kwacha, nahoja stay kwacha valiko pepanda tikati inange tinongeta maodesa
na ku city market na pamene pano elo veve maichusa kuti
airport. Yes.
Baba maipangira kuti ndiko na idea mami kuna maipangira
Monday ni nzini Monday.
Most children cannot survive a day without inhaling it. At times, they are sexually abused and sodomized in exchange for sticker.
There's something else but I want sticker. I think I'm gonna go Bambija something.
Iwe banakugwa napo
In Zambia. Come on.
As simple as it looks, sticker is highly dangerous. Okay, mwa micha nchenga chitsika. So suma yo pa kuisebenzisa. It also affects their sight, and some of them end up being bashed by vehicles.
One of the things we do as footprints is we provide a decent barrier for children who die on the street. And most of the deaths we deal with on the street are caused by being bashed by children, being bashed by vehicles. Kids get bashed a lot on the street because of the drugs they use. Because when they're high on sticker, their sight is affected.
Substance abuse among children in general is alarmingly high in Zambia than I expected.
Among 1 out of 100, you can say we have about 80% of people, young children coming in with the issue of substance abuse. Like nowadays, we stopped having conditions that let's say pure mental conditions. Nowadays it's due to substance use actually.
I visited another spot, this time National Institute of Public Administration, Nipa area, where I found 3 children stranded as they had fled the Bombay drainage, which they considered their home due to flooding caused by heavy rains. Despite this predicament, they had their sticker intact.
so umandela bwandika
Nanga kukolewa.
ngati naisebenzesa umandela
Nanga je fit.
elo maigula bwandi maigula bwandi
Kweti megula. Chaisi.
chaisa maenda mweka maenda mweka
Gadeni. Cho gadeni.
ulikuwa na idea vamna vamaipangira
Si group. Oira mdeke.
stika
Oira mdeke.
To them, sticker is a survival mechanism on the streets. It apparently helps them cope with cold.
So olo twabema kwa stika timambela monga twatumikira.
so ufunika wagula tu ngati maridi
Olo 5 kwacha.
so tuli 5 kwacha nishin tumaridi tuli 5 in a day. Elo drama zogulira
Timapempa pamaloboti.
Some children even spend more money daily on sticker.
Dinda beba moga kafet kwacha. Ganshi toto manu kwacha wanu kwacha.
elo ushitakwisa
No consta. Consta. Pali mwana ndo gonja mgosta ku city market.
nga bayipanga shani bayipangira kwisi
Ni shaishi baini. Na mwene fya bana ndio wale pepero na amba na.
but waishati bapangire nshi
Ifi. Nevi na George Petro ya mundeke. Rona ora brain.
nomba ngailona wala brain inshu
Fumbepera. Ngairona ora brain. Akai mayo ifi ni ma pressure. Utaona motorera ro muteti wekaro kwa burefi mayo.
I also met one of the sticker agents who agreed to talk to me on condition of anonymity. He orders sticker and resells it to the children.
Tuyamugushita kuchayisa. Tukongera kuchayisa tuyamugisa.
mwishita mwisa mtu botolo na kumaka
Tolo so tubotolo tushitira. Tukola tufikiri fya kwa shanya kanono.
He tells me that the only way to stop the use of sticker among street children is by arresting the people that were supplying it.
So ngabambirira kwikati abali abapalla. Nishinazo bakatwanisha okutuka.
After my interactions with the street children, 3 things were clear to me. Sticker is jet fuel. City Market and in Chaisa compound is where sticker is supplied. And some people were cashing in on the vulnerability of street children. But to confirm this, I needed to visit the 2 places that were mentioned. I got in touch with the sticker agent who agreed to take me with him to one of the spots he ordered sticker from at City Market. I had to disguise myself as a street adult. I needed to look like one because sticker is not just sold to anybody. They know the kind of people that they sell it to. So we went to this place at City Market along the Lumumba Road. The place looked like a restaurant and a bar, and there were a few people there. Immediately we got there, the dark man recognized the agent, and he walked to us. He looked at me and he was like, "Who is this one?" The agent told him that I was his sister. At first, he wasn't comfortable with that. But after looking at the way I was looking, he became a little bit comfortable. We requested for 750 milliliters of sticker. The man went behind, went to a room just behind the restaurant, and 2 minutes later, he came back with a sticker, and we handed him 300 kwacha. We bought the sticker just like that. Chaisa compound is one of the most notorious townships in Lusaka with a high rate of crime. Here, I met an ex-child sticker addict, now 20 years old, who I will call Muzo. Muzo shares his sticker story with me.
I spent this sticker for 2 years. My influence vanena kuzamo.
nchani chinalengeza kuti uyambesebenzisa sticker
Chinalengeza. Many times pese kashina magari nzanzanga vana influence ninalengeza kuti. Naona mmoja. Kutoka ndarama kwa mpepa ufuna kupepa chikitabu. Kwa pepa so chinalengeza ngamba chikubwa.
imachita chani sticker kumuntu especially mfana
Okay, vanima chita react for the first time of people. Ngesa bwino. Ngera okay. Unomverera shetu. Ngeka vina amacha. Ngeka chishina. Ndoma ngera shi. Chaisa kaidi open pambili pane president mara chendia. Sila kimbali motama street. Ngabaya nini ngashi. So fika chepa no mafuni
vamaipangira chani sticker
Kuchoka ku benzene. Something like benzene. So,
ili easy kugula, let's say inanifuna kugula banganigulisa.
Vama una muntu una bwili. Unaonekana kana wewe vama yuko. Una mwati wa bwili. Uma una muntu na bwili kandi wena ngokuza anawazi wa kujala.
He wishes more children could be saved from predators making money off them. So kaona vafana pa street vasebenzisa sticker. Umavera bwanji considering that iwona isebenzisa hapo.
Chimani wawa mani. Okay, simaziwa chevana ganiza. Simaziwa chevana ganiza, but otherwise, chimani wawa.
Muzo also agreed to show us some of the places in Chaisa where sticker is sold like hotcake. It takes us to the main roads leading to Chaisa market, where all sorts of illicit alcohol, including drugs, are sold along the road. It takes us to another spot, this time a house where a small crowd had assembled, including children waiting to be attended to. With the information gathered, it was time for me to meet the Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC, to ask if they are aware of this issue and what they were doing about it. This is a department under the Ministry of Home Affairs mandated to prevent and control illegal cultivation, production, trafficking, and abuse of narcotic drugs, psychotropic substances, and man laundering activities in Zambia. I'm here at the Drug Enforcement Commission to find out more about the sticker and its composition, and also just how the commission is handling issues to do with sticker among street children in Zambia. Jolo Kaliba is the head of chemical department at DEC and confirms that jet fuel is one of the ingredients of sticker.
The composition of it is made of a fuel. Okay, they can use either a petrol or a jet fuel, which is the benzene.
The Commission's Education and Counseling Department's Program Officer, Dorothy Setwala, also concurs with Mr. Kaliba on the composition of sticker.
Collaborating partners. So even as we are engaging these awareness activities, there may be road shows, trainings, whatever interaction that we may have. We have come across that some of the children, especially the children found in the streets, they have started abusing the inhalants and solvents. Now, when we had the discussion with some of them, we wanted to find out on the component, on, should I say, the ingredients which are found in the sticker. The ingredients are totally different, but the major ingredient there is benzene.
However, the Commission cannot investigate or make any arrests with regards to sticker, as it is not listed under the Unlawful Drug Substances in the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act or the laws of Zambia, where one can be charged if found in possession or trafficking.
These substances which are being abused by the sweet kids, especially the sticker or boosty grow, is that it's made of products which are common and products which are not under any regulation whatsoever. If you're talking about petrol or jet fuel, the benzene, and they're talking about those cholesterol which are found in boxes. So these products are not regulated. And as our law, we are already being given a mandate to look at narcotic and psychotropic substances, and even precursors. But these do not stand any in these which we are mandated to police, or maybe to, if I say, to control. So because of that, it has remained as a substance which has an effect in the line of what we control, but is not among the product that we control. So that's a challenge which we are having.
According to experts, benzene exposure and inhalation can cause serious health implications to children, especially to their brain.
So in science we call them hydrocarbons. So their effect is on the transmission of neurons. You know how the body works, it communicates, okay? Like for instance, if you touch a hot substance, information will move from your hand, where you're touching that hot substance, that's to move and go to the brain. Then the brain will respond quickly to say, no, that's a harmful substance, so remove your hand, because if you keep your hand there, it's going to be bent. Now, those drugs, when they take like benzene hydrocarbon, they've got an effect on the transmission of this neuron, the information of what you're supposed to do. So you find that now, when that effect is in them, they'll stop having the response they're supposed to do. Even when they're doing something harmful, they can't resist within a short period of time, because it will take time, because the way at which the natural body works in responding to information is different from when there are chemicals. The chemicals, for it to reach the time they will realize that, oh, this thing is harmful I'm doing, it has already caused the damage. And that's a problem that we have.
In 2022, Zambia's President Hakainde Hichilema signed into law the Children's Code Act. The Act promotes the rights of children and protects them from all forms of abuse and exploitation.
Implementation should not just be for that particular child who's within a home. Let the implementation of the Children's Code Act also touch on children who are living and working on the streets. It's a child protection issue. And if the government says every child is the child of the state, we must then think of children in all setups. It's children in humanitarian situations, and I would like to think that children who are living and working on the streets do qualify to be a humanitarian setting or situation.
Section 20 of the Act states that a person shall not subject a child to the use, production, trafficking, or distribution of hallucinogens, alcohol, tobacco products, drugs, or precursor chemicals. The Act prescribes a minimum sentence of 10 years imprisonment or a fine not exceeding 1 million penalty units to the offender. I asked the Minister of Community Development and Social Services Department of Child Development Director, Beatrice Muyambango, on how effective this law is.
If something is not right, then it goes with a punishment, it goes with a penalty. Yes. So those who are taking advantage of children on the streets by abusing them in any way, especially selling them drugs, just to make sure you are smart enough not to be caught. The Children's Code Act compels or instructs or demands from everyone who comes into contact with children to be aware that these little human beings have rights to, despite their age or irrespective of where they find themselves in.
After an exhaustive investigation, encompassing interviews, data analysis, and document scrutiny, the shocking truth about the rampant sticker abuse among street children in Lusaka has been unveiled. The investigation has unearthed a distressing reality. These vulnerable children are trapped in a cycle of exploitation, violence, and manipulation with sticker being employed as a cruel instrument of control. The sticker leave indelible physical and emotional scars on their innocent souls. Urgent action is imperative to address this grave issue. Immediate measures must be taken to safeguard these children, providing them with comprehensive support, rehabilitation, and a pathway to a brighter future. Furthermore, those responsible for perpetuating this heinous abuse must face swift and resolute justice. Let these findings serve as a rallying call for accountability and change in the face of this abhorrent injustice.